Hey guys, how's it going today? It's Friday. No, Thursday. I got a pile of laundry in my hand. I'm doing some room maintenance. I almost stepped on my dog because he's an idiot and walking right on top of me. I took down my green screen, and now I'm taking down the other green screen. You're probably wondering what the hell I'm talking about. Well, allow me to show you. Here's the green screen, and I'm taking down that one too. I don't stream anymore. I don't see a point in having it up. Only problem is this 6 foot or whatever the hell the size of this thing is supposed to fit in this little bag. And for the life of me, I can't remember how to fold it up. So, luckily we have a thing called YouTube, and I'm going to get my instructions off of that. Well, I just looked up that tutorial, and this guy makes it look super easy. I think my biggest problem right now is I'm trying to fold a huge-ass green screen in a room with no room in it. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go downstairs where we actually have some space. Too bad the dog doesn't give us any space, because personal space is not what it's not his forte. Can't eat your hands for this. This is bullshit. I think you guys might get a kick out of watching me try and fold this, so let's get you guys on a tripod and watch me fail. Okay, let's see if we can... son of a bitch, Oreo, your frickin' toys. So, what I saw was you grab it like this, and you're supposed to fold it in half, and it should do something like this, where you like step on here, and then nothing's happening. Okay. What if we fold it in half like this, and then now that we got it like this, if we just sandwich it down, no. Like I don't understand how the fuck this thing's supposed to fold. Like all the guy did on the video was he grabbed it here, I have it right, yeah. And then he just did this like fold technique, and the bottom came in on itself like what I'm forcing it to do. And I grab this in here, like taco style. Oreo, go lay down. God, you're gonna get hurt. I don't understand. This is bullshit. Like it's not doing what it's supposed to do. Welcome to the green screen. Now once you set it up, you're never allowed to take it down. Ever again! Oh, we got it. We got it. I think. Bingo bango, boys. Holy shit, that was ridiculous. Now, to get it back into this case. Oh, done like dinner. Man, that was stressful. Success! Holy shit. See, at least Scampers knows to stay the frig out of the way. But this guy, always in my way. I'm trying to fold it and he's just like sitting there like underneath it and stuff and whatever. Okay. Should I have brought that upstairs? No, it's going in the closet. I should have grabbed the garbage bag. Son of a bitch. You know what? I gotta bring the tripod downstairs for it anyway. The whole reason behind me doing what I'm doing right now is because, like I said, I haven't streamed since last winter. I don't plan on getting back into Twitch anytime soon. That's like either A, young person's game, or B, a girl who likes to show off her tits and get bits. Twitch streaming, that's ruined now. That's no longer a valid thing. Like, unless you pour your blood, sweat, and tears into it, which is hard to do when you have an actual job, it is quite possibly pointless. So, if I ever need a green screen for a skit or something, I know where it is. Garbage bag. Scampers was in here last night. So I expect some teeth marks in this garbage bag. Because it was hanging out of the cupboard there. But yeah, I'm pretty much done with the live streaming scene. Still gonna play video games. I was super stoked when I read yesterday that Butthole Entertainment is putting a training mode into PUBG. which means you can now just log into the game and not have to learn how to shoot the gun by going after people and shooting them. That's awesome. Alright, done and done. A lot of shit back here. Gonna have to clean that all out and straighten things up and stuff. But I was thinking what I might do with this desk, clear a lot of the heavy shit off of it, and I might turn it and put it back in the corner where it was before, because then it won't be sitting out in the middle. Would open up the whole floor for like a VR if I wanted to get into VR, which is not going to happen for a while because those things are expensive. But that's my next plan, is to clear all this shit out here. I got a lot of old monitors. They got to go to the recycling center. That one still works. This Acer up top here, it's just a shitty resolution, and I'm not sure what the heck that one back there is, so I'm gonna have to inspect that. And there's a laptop case back there which might be empty, and if it is, well, this thing's got a new home. Well, that's one bag of garbage. Still plenty more where that came from, let me tell you. I don't know who's having a party in the neighborhood, but all in front of my house is barricaded off right now. Anyway, I ended up throwing out the old sheet, the green sheet that I had put up for a green screen, because I remember when I had it down here, when Jules was over the one time, we tried to iron it on the wall, and my iron's a piece of shit, and it burnt it. So I was like, I noticed the burn mark too. That's the reason why it wasn't working well as a green screen upstairs, and that's why I bought that oval one, which worked fantastic, but I don't stream anymore. Sometimes change is for the best. So what my battle plan is now, room still looks like a ballistic bastard, but I've been cleaning up. Oh, I forgot to grab a garbage bag, son of a bitch. What I need to do is fix up this snake mess of wires. The computer's turned off right now, so I don't need the studio lights, so I'm just going to go back to using this here lamp to light the room on the Google commands, so I can just tell it to turn on the studio lights, and it'll turn on these lights rather than those, which will be fine. Like I said, I still got a lot of stuff to deal with, and I got to get the vacuum in here and clean this shit all up. So I'm gonna carry on. Gotta go downstairs and grab another garbage bag. Forgot. Holy shit, guys, do you remember this camera? This is the camera that made me think that Indiegogo campaigns are a big piece of shit, or GoFundMe or whatever it may be. This thing here was sent for review, and it was on an Indiegogo. I contacted them and was like, hey, I'm looking for a vlogging camera and this is kind of cool. I basically had to shell out. They wanted $300. I said, tell you what, I'll give you $100 in a review. Whatever. Got this camera back in 2000, and there's a video on the SD card from 2016, so probably around there. And this thing is not worth $300. They're trying to say that it's better than a GoPro because of all the accessories. This is a battery pack that is magnetically connecting to the camera. That's how it works. There's a magnet on the back of the camera so you can stick it to metal surfaces. Don't need a special mount. This is an optional view screen. They're like, oh, the GoPro doesn't have a view screen. We're already better. Well, not only does the GoPro Hero 4 have a view screen, it's also touch enabled. You see these buttons on here? OK, arrow, arrow, Doesn't it remind you of like a cheap Chinese dash cam? And then, the best feature of all, we're gonna give you a remote. What the fuck is a lock button doing on a remote? What are you locking? Is this a garage door opener and they just replaced the top button? I'm not too sure how many people out there remember this camera, but this camera was the biggest letdown ever, because I thought, you know what, it's compact, it has a cute little window, slides into your pocket, and it has an extra battery, so if I'm going to be away from a charger for a while, pop the battery pack on the back, and the screen had a battery in it too. So it had like 300 or 3000 milliamp hours of power. Could go for a long time. Problem is oh, and it's 4K at 30 frames a second, something like that. I think it's 25 frames a second. But the camera was the biggest letdown ever, and I was really like, the audio on it is just, GoPro Hero 1 had better audio. The video on it was way overexposed and oversaturated, and it's just crap. It was just a really bad put together. The quality of it feels like something you'd buy off of GearBest for like $30. Like, just a horrible setup. You're better off with one of those Xiaomi cams, the Xiaomi or whatever the hell they call themselves. This thing was garbage. But on a lighter note, I did find an SD card in it, so that's cool. And seeing how I only used it for one video and realized, wow, this thing is crap. That SD card's pretty much brand spanking new. So that'll go great in the GoPro Hero. Sure will. LOL! Speaking of bullshit friggin' collaborations, collaboration invitation from ccan.com. You guys can check out this site, you'll laugh. Professional car electronics supplier. Okay. Hello, my name is Yo-Yo. Yeah, I bet you are. I'm from ccan.com, professional car electronics supplier. Here's our website, because, you know, ccan.com wasn't clear enough, so you might as well have www in front of it to really let me know, because I'm new at this whole internet thing, and the worldwide pipes really confuses me. I watch the wonderful videos on your YouTube channel. I'm sure you don't, because if you do, you're going to watch this and go, what? Why'd you say that? I am wondering if you're interested in doing a complete install and review video for our radio. Nope, really not. Since you know much about cars. Guys, do I know much about cars? Guys, how often do I do car things on my videos? Do you think this guy watches my videos? I'm starting to think this guy's lying to me. Since you know so much about cars, it'd be great if we could cooperate. Cooperate. I'm Americanizing that. Cooperate. So please let me know if you're interested. Looking forward to hearing from you. Best wishes. Yo-Yo. Like, sup. Eh? Frig sakes. This is the third company like this that has contacted me to do a car stereo install. Now, if I had an old piece of shit like Rex's accent, I would totally... Yeah, guys, Rex bought an accent. You can go ahead and laugh at him all you want on his next video that he uploads. But, you know, I would totally install it in that and not care, because whatever, it's a burner car, right? It's just a commuter that you beat the shit out of, some used $500 crack of crap. But I'm not about to gut my FISO and put a stereo in there, and I'm not about to put the Trans Am on the line either, because it's got an okay stereo. It's got that Kenwood into it that puts out okay sound for what speakers the Trans Am has. Mind you, I don't really drive the Trans Am much, and I already explained that in the previous video that this year I'm probably not going to be able to drive the Trans Am because, well, it's getting late. Fall's coming. Winter's going to be here again, and I still haven't sold that stupid motorcycle. Son of a bitch. But, whatever, that's the story for the day. Even if I was driving it, I wouldn't sacrifice the Trans Am to install some cheap Chinese stereo into it and potentially burn that mother to the ground. But I get, like, a lot of companies contacting me. How they got my personal email address fucking baffles me, because I don't give that shit out. Unless... Okay, that was weird. I don't know if I just lost my recording, but the camera just said recovering data. I'm using the Sony, by the way, guys. This is one of the problems this camera gives me. It's I don't know, it's old. Like, I've had this camera for almost 2 years now, and she's starting to show her signs of age. Might have to say screw it and stop using it again. Son of a bitch. Maybe the memory on board's frazzled. I don't know. Still got a lot of wiring to deal with and clean up and all that nonsense, but that'll happen. I cleaned up a lot of it already. I took down the studio light. Now we're just using this lamp, which lightens up the room pretty damn well, I do say so myself. Cleaned up a bunch of the shit off this back table. Still got more shit to go. The hell disc is this? Xena Season 1. Ooh, Xena Season 1. Need that. Another bag of trash ready to go out to the garage. Still got plenty more shit in here that needs to leave. I'm not going to move the computer tonight. Not sure if I already mentioned that. I can't remember. Still got a lot of work to do over here. I'm thinking about moving these guitars down to the living room area. I'm probably going to retire the stands that they're sitting on. Is that one even on a stand, or is it just kind of being supported up by luck? It's being supported up by luck. Okay, so what I was thinking about doing was moving that downstairs, moving the guitars downstairs. I got an amp underneath this desk that's going to go downstairs. I got my other amp already downstairs, and what I was going to do was mount them on the wall. Amazon sells guitar mounts for walls. They're about 10 bucks or 20 bucks or some shit. I don't know. I never priced them out. I did a while ago, but I already forgot, so that's the way she goes. What I'm thinking about doing is mounting them on the wall so they're on display. Like clean them up because they're dusty as fuck, and then putting them on the wall, and if I want to play, I'll just play downstairs. Because have you ever tried playing guitar in an office chair? Not exactly easy when the arms are in the way. It's amazing how much opened up this place looks after you clean up a little bit of shit. Still got a lot of shit to clean though. But what I want to do is I'm going to take a rip to the beer store, drop off the empties, probably get some beer for tonight. And I want to talk about what I said yesterday about not doing the keto diet. But apparently, doing some research last night, turns out I'm just doing a modified keto diet. So that's kind of cool. There's the term for what I'm doing. Neato. Alright, not sure how well this is going to work because the shoe mount or the tripod mount on the camera is way at the front. And all the weight is at the back. And this is a cheap Chinese. Alright, so chances are we're shaky, the camera guy, because like I said, this camera's really off balance. I'm filming with the Sony today in case you haven't clued in. So far, the only thing I had wrong was that database error where it had to recover the data. Don't even know what the hell that was all about. It'll probably happen again and again and again. I still got the GoPro. That seems to be just that the memory card shit the bed, and I put that smaller but newer memory card into it and it seems to be okay. So chances are if I want the storage capacity, all I gotta do is pony up and buy myself another 32 or a 64 gigger. 32 or 64 gigabyte SD card. Get me my 64 would get me about 3 hours of recording because a 32 gets me an hour and a half. And the battery definitely does not last 3 hours on that thing. But I do have that pack of 2 batteries. I'm just having a hard time locating them. But it seems that since I drained it down to the floor the other day doing the 2K video that never made it to YouTube, the battery seems to be holding out a lot longer, so maybe I just needed to condition the battery a bit. But no, I wanted to talk about my diet. Like I said, guys, I was straying off of keto. What I was getting at was, see, keto, their macros are like 5% of your intake daily is carbs, 25% protein, and then the rest is all fat, like 65%, 70% fat or something like that. It's the problem is for me to hit, like I'm working out. A lot of people who do keto just sit around all day and watch Netflix and just want to eat and lose weight. And that's where keto will basically work for them. But if you're like working out and doing cardio and all this shit, but you're not giving your muscles enough protein to repair and stuff, you're going to start losing muscle mass. I don't want to go that route. I just want to burn fat. So I did some research, and I researched and found out that a lot of the bodybuilders that do keto are doing a modified keto, where basically if they want to gain muscle, they're eating 1.2 grams of protein per pound of lean body fat. Now, to get your lean body fat, you take your weight and then you basically remove the percentage of body fat from it. To get your body fat percentage, I have a little device that you basically grab onto the handles. Like you put in all your parameters, your height, your age, your weight, and then you grab onto the little love handles, and she, I guess, fires electricity through your body and then deciphers how much body fat you actually have. So for me, I need to eat about 220 grams of protein a day because I'm 198 pounds of lean body weight minus the fat. So you know I'm 275 pounds. You can already do the percentages. You realize that my BMI is nuts. So in order for me to gain muscle, that's how much extra I gotta eat. To maintain it, it's 0.8 grams of proteins per lean body mass. And I'm already doing that. Like I've been doing that for the past 2 weeks because I noticed like I'm losing dimensions, but I was also like noticing like my arms were getting smaller and shit, and I'm like, this ain't good. this is not what I opted in for. So I was like, yeah, I better look into that. And I was like, yeah, this keto diet's gonna not work for me if I'm working out. Like I said, if you're just sitting on the couch and doing nothing and you just want to get skinny before you get swole, then keto's the way to go, because you don't have to do anything. You just eat food. And but that's not what I'm looking to do. I'm looking to basically work out and tone my body while I'm losing weight. And obviously I'm not going to lose weight if I'm building muscle, because muscle apparently weighs more than fat. But what's going to happen is I'm going to lose dimensions. That's why I've pretty much given up on the weigh scale. I'm going to weigh myself every once in a blue moon, but I'm not going to go hard-hold about that. And there's other things about protein that a lot of people don't realize, and muscle. Like, the more muscle you have in your body, the more calories you're going to burn resting, because muscles take a lot of calories to maintain. Therefore, the more muscle mass you have, the more calories you burn, the more calories you have to eat to maintain, so on and so forth. Freaking guy's biking over there, and he doesn't even have a freaking light on his bike. That's a $25 fine if the cops caught him. That's if the cops catch him. 90% of the time around here, cops don't give a shit what people do on bikes, as long as they're not causing a ruckus or drunk. But, alright, I'm at the beer store. I'm going to drop this off, and then when I come back out, we'll talk some more about this modified keto. Damn, I really like those Hyundai Genesis. It's a shame they went and axed them. Nice little cars. I remember back in the day, I took one out for a rip. It was in the winter time, mind you, when I was looking to replace the G6. It's back when I was with the X, though. Nice car, but not really awesome in the winter. They're more designed for summer toy than snowbank creeping. Still say this truck was the best purchase I ever made. The only thing I regret is not doing it sooner. But let's pitter patter and head her home. Like I was saying before, basically protein itself takes more calories to consume than fat or carbs. Carbs, it takes about a half a calorie to burn. Protein, it takes about 3. Fat, it's pretty much 1 to 1. Now, a lot of people say, oh, well, protein will basically put you into gluconeogenesis, or whatever the hell. I read about it last night. And no, it won't, because it takes so long to burn protein. Your body will go through the glucose that it's producing faster than it can possibly store it as fat. So it's not even a big deal, and it doesn't even take you out of ketosis if that's your goal, to be in ketosis. Now, I don't measure my ketosis. You can buy piss strips, but they're pretty much useless. Keto Connect, they use this machine where it's like a diabetes tester, where you prick your finger and then you put the blood on the tab and it tells you, what the frick was that guy doing? Did you see that white car just like totally jump the gun and almost cause an accident? For fuck's sakes, people. Learn to drive, noobs. You can hear that, right? That's that piece of shit beside me there. He's probably got an exhaust bigger than his rims. No, he doesn't. He just has no muffler. Oh, okay. Well, that's a new exhaust mod, people. You want a loud exhaust? Just don't have one. There you go. But no, protein takes longer to burn. Protein, just like fat, will give you that feeling of full. I think that's the reason why a lot of these keto meals I make have that major effect, like crack slaw, for instance. I can eat a cup of crack slaw and I am full for a long freaking time because of all the fat content in the medium beef that I buy, which is 80-20, so 80% beef, 20% fat, or whatever. 80% lean, 20% fat. You know, I can totally just give her on that, and I'm full for a long time. And then, man, that guy needs to go to the friggin' muffler shop. His fuel mileage must suck. I remember when the G6 had a fuel exhaust leak like that. Its fuel economy was really shitty. Like, it was shitty, but like it was even worse when I had the exhaust leak. I keep calling it a fuel leak. Of course, you'd have shitty fuel economy if you're leaking fuel. But yeah, so protein fills you up more. Protein takes longer to burn. So like if you eat 100 calories worth of protein, you're only going to have 75 calories to store because it's going to take 25 calories to burn the 100 calories. So you're already getting gains there. Fills you up more, and you need it to build muscle. You need it to run. You need it to go. You know, there's a lot of stories online right now coming out that I've been coming across because I've been researching keto. and my phone listens in on me because it's an eavesdropping little bitch. And they're talking about low carb, high fat diets being dangerous and knocking years off your life and so on and so forth. And the one article I read was hilarious. They're like, low carb diets are bad, high carb diets are also bad. And it's like, okay, well, fuck, what are you trying to say to me here? But the thing is I take in anywhere in a day 10 to 40 grams of carbs. Anywhere in a day. And I'm still losing dimensions. Like this belt right now is useless. I can go to the toilet, pull my pants down without even taking off my belt, and I'm on my last hole. So I really need to go out to the garage and just rip 2 more holes in it so I have more buffer room. It's gonna get to the point where I might as well just go out and buy a new belt. It's bad enough I ordered buttons for jeans off of Amazon, because what I'm gonna do is I don't want to buy new clothes yet, because if I buy new clothes and lose more weight, then my new clothes are shit. What I want to do is I'm gonna move the buttons over 2 inches on my jeans so that I can make them size 38, sort of. I don't know if that's gonna work, but that's fine. I got some size 38s that I just want to wear around the house that are kind of ratty, but the buttons on them are shot, so that's why I bought more buttons, so I can install new buttons on my jeans and wear the ratty ones around the house and the good ones for work. I'm almost home. I got my beer. I was gonna go to Wally World and see what they had for protein, but I don't feel like walking around that place right now. Just want to go home, relax, have a couple beers, cook a steak, eat that, and probably play some PUBG with Chutch and go from there. So let's get after it. Okay, we're back home. That was a good little drive. That's an odd space for her to be sitting. Freaking weirdo. When I came down a while ago to bring the garbage out to the garage, she was sitting up on top of that box over there. That's my brother's Christmas present. So I'm hoping he's still not allergic to cats, because pretty sure she's got her fur into it. Hey, Scampers? Hey, Scampers? Meow face? Hey, Meow face? Who's a Meow face? Oh, you're just a little kitten. She loves that box. Bought this stuff, Southern Style Barbecue. Well, I guess if you're from the South, you just call it here barbecue. But it's pretty good. It's kind of sweet tasting. So I add a little bit of salt to it to give it a little bit of a zing, and makes your steaks delicious. So I'm going to let that cook. Afterwards, I'll make myself up a Caesar salad, and we'll have steak and Caesar salad for dinner. Should be pretty good. Should be pretty good. Man, you walk into this room now, and it's like a whole different room because you don't have that green thing hanging over there. Oh, guys, dinner was fantastic. No, I didn't film it. It's already down my hatch, and I think I just pooed it out. It's about 11 o'clock at night. I've hit my calorie marker for the day, so that's good. And I think I'm going to close this video off and get it edited and uploaded to YouTube. Tomorrow, we'll rearrange the desk. I got a lot of work to do on the desk. I just grabbed myself another garbage bag. I got to clean up all this bullshit here. That's an airsoft gun, not a real gun, guys. Don't worry. The computer is turned off. I do want to take it out to the garage and clean it out, because as you can see on the back, I haven't blown this computer out since it was dropped off here. So I can imagine the heatsink for the CPU is probably pretty fluffy, as well as every other fan. Like, even look at the top, like the top there. You can see some of the holes you can't even see through. So I'll take that out to the garage tomorrow, and we'll take the air compressor to it and clean it all out and get it looking all good. Extract the video card, clean that out too. Just give it a good thorough cleaning. And I don't want it on the desk. I want nothing on the desk except for maybe the monitor still when I spin that desk, because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stand pretty much right where the chair is, and I'm going to grab one hand over here, just like I did last time, and give her a spin. Now I got to move this here power cord, because that's got to go. That's basically running all the way over to here, all the way up to here, all the way over to here to power the mixing station, which I no longer use, so I might discontinue that. And pack that back up. Get some... I gotta clean off this table. I've just been putting shit on here since I've been started cleaning and moving stuff around and shit. I gotta put this here downstairs in the closet. So I got some more work to do tonight that I'm gonna do off camera and not worry about filming it. And then tomorrow we'll get this desk all rearranged. And then there's something else I want to do. I looked on Amazon and I found those guitar hangers. It's about $14 for 3 of them, so that's a pretty good deal. And they should hold all 3 of my guitars. The Les Paul clone in the bedroom, my bass, and my acoustic up in the air off the ground. And then I was actually thinking for that, I'm tossing and turning between the ideas of where I want to hang it. And let's go downstairs and I'll show you what my original plan was and what my current plan is, because I think my current plan is better than my original. Originally, kitten cat, I thought about hanging them off of this wall, just stoosh, stoosh, stoosh. But then I thought, you know, it'd be cooler to put like a painting or something up there. So then I thought about just putting them on this wall. Put them side by each on this wall. Of course the door will bang into it when it opens, but I never use that door, so who cares? I really would like to put something on here too, just to brighten up the place. But honestly, what I would really super duper mega friggin' awesomely like to do is rearrange this living room. Like, okay, this is cool having a little cubby hole for the TV and all that, but Jesus Murphy, this freaking couch is so big. You gotta walk through this little galley to get through and stuff. It's a pain in the ass. And this thing, just stop it. But, yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass. I got too much shit. Should get rid of that cow. I got more cardboard and garbage here to throw out that I haven't gone into since Prime Day. Haven't even dealt with that yet. This fan here is shot. So, well, what do you expect? It's made by a company called FC. Friggin' cucks. So I'm going to basically toss that fan. I'm going to keep the bass though, because I got a fan with a broken bass upstairs that still works. So I'll use the bass on that one there. I might bring that fan downstairs actually and use it here. I also got my PlayStation 4 upstairs that I want to bring downstairs and put it down here. And yeah, I got to order a new battery for my friggin' PlayStation 4 controller. My buddy Serge wants me to get back into PS4 and play with him. He's got a crew on Grand Theft Auto and stuff, and I told him I'd probably give her a go. Even though using those controllers is freaking awkward as hell when you're so used to an Xbox controller, but you learn. Anyway, people, that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to hang up the guitars over here on this wall. And that way they're off the ground, they're in the air, and this stuff here, this is actual wood. It's not drywall, or it's actually a wooden panel. So I should be able to put the anchors in and then screw down the hooks and call it a day. I think that would be the best idea. Anyway, people, on that note, I'm going to shut her down, so thanks for watching. Like, favorite, and comment, and until next time, people, peace the frig out.